once again.
I'm the MC Energy.
And I am Master Shinlo.
And together we are
Deep Sector. Yeah, back once again with another Tale from the Deep, my friends.
Oh, yeah.
How's it been? Hope well and lovely.
Yes. Well and lovely. Hope that is all.
I hope we're all adjusting to the temperature changes. We're pretty well. I'm learning some new stuff from this cold teacher.
Yeah, it's interesting. I come, obviously where we live here in Colorado, it's usually pretty cold, most of the year, other than summer, obviously. But I mean, I like to think I'm kind of used to it. But I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird. I used to be better with the cold when I was younger.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. Definitely more.
Yeah, so like I
used to wear a lot of shorts.
I know, right? You just do anything. You fucking like, oh no, I don't need no jacket. I had my freshman year in high school. I didn't have a jacket for the first half of the semester, so I went all winter with just my long sleeve dress shirts that I would wear. Fix this real quick.
No doubt. Real quick, thanks to the homie Rick for his bottle of Hennessy.
Hey, Rick, like Morty, what's up? Shout out.
Yeah, yay.
Much love. Yeah, and everybody out there listening, tuning in. Appreciate all y'all.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking.
Hope you guys are liking the new Dungeons in the Deep. Let us know how you guys are liking that in the comments below or wherever.
Yeah. Check out episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2. Is it dropping this week, right? Or
it's been dropped.
It's been dropped already.
Dropped.
Already? Today?
Last week. Yeah.
I thought that was Jay.
That was the week before. Yeah, it's moving.
Damn. Yeah. This last week was kind of all over the place for me.
I agree. I was kind of late to drop them as well. Like they dropped on Friday and shit. So
it had something to do with the holidays. The holidays kind of threw everything off.
Yeah, definitely part of it.
Yeah, it was all out of whack. I was like, damn.
You guys have a good holiday.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
How
Christmas
was yours?
Next.
Hello?
Mine was good. I ate a lot of food.
Nice. Did you go over to your dad's?
I went to my grandma's.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, my grandma made a whole bunch of different stuff: turkey, ham, green bean casserole, freaking these different type of potatoes. I never seen them. They were like
they scalloped.
I don't know.
Both
They
thin.
They were like. It was like almost a mashed potato, but it was like a full potato still. But it was like really broken down almost and like mashed with cheese and stuff on it.
But it's out the skin?
No, I didn't have no skin.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd never seen potatoes like that. I was like, what the fuck is this? But it was delicious. I was like one of my favorite things that day. I was like, I've never seen this, but this is like the best.
That's tight.
And then stuffing is one of my favorite things for Thanksgiving. I really like stuffing.
Stuffing's good.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just, it has that fucking... That stuffing.
Stuffing. I remember the first time really brought my attention to it was Ron, like with the gizzards and all that.
Oh, stuffing?
Yeah.
You never had stuffing before that?
No, I had stuffing before that. But I mean, the whole idea of like gizzards and all that and stuffing.
Oh, I never had gizzards until Ron either.
Yeah.
Like, I had stuffing before, and like chicken and dumplings and, other weird stuff, biscuits and gravy. But, oh yeah, what is that? You got some name?
I think it's the Dayglow, hopefully.
Oh, Dayglow. It's that infused stuff, right?
Yeah, this is the buds of it, but it's quality. It's good stuff.
Quality, good stuff. Let's see. It looks like a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah. Put some lights on it. Put
straight up
presents under that bitch.
Straight up, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it has that nice, like, hash smell to it.
Oh, man.
Delicious.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's been a life, huh?
Yeah, man. Tell us about some of the things you've been into lately. Like, You watching any interesting shows? Reading any good books?
Oh yeah. Not so much on the book spectrum, but yeah, I was telling you about Limitless with Chris Hemsworth and stuff on Disney Plus. It's pretty interesting. I've only seen like the first episode so far, but you know, some of the stuff it's talking about, you know, I've kind of been aware of, but like essentially the first one's kind of about stress and you know, him dealing with that and how like as humans, you know, we essentially have a lot of stress and like our fight or flight response is just like activated like frequently, and it causes us to pump a lot of cortisol and all these other things into our blood, which, you know, continually can lead to, you know, heart disease and, you know, a lot of different things down the line. But just like the idea of, you know, positive reinforcement, you know, telling yourself you got this, you can do this, you know, I do this every day. You know, things like that can really help you just do it, you know, because like you were talking about like placebos and all that.
Dude, shit's real. The power of belief is
Yeah.
It's evident.
Powerful.
Fuck yeah, it is, man. You know, so if you believe you're a piece of shit or you're this, that, and the other, man, you got to imagine what that kind of does to your motivation on the inside. You know what I'm saying? You believe you can't do this, or you know.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
Yeah, my dad would always tell me when I was young, like, well, you could do anything. You know, it took me a long time to really believe that, but he would always tell me that, you know, and I would fight him about it, like, oh, I can't do that, you know, and it took me having to be alone and like really having no one to go to, nowhere to really go, and having to have something push me to figure it out for myself that made me believe I could really do anything. That's really what it did, you know, or what I needed at least to get me to believe that. The weirdest thing was growing up and my dad telling me I couldn't do what I wanted to do. He's like, oh, you can't do that. You got to be realistic. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, watch. I'll make it realistic. It sounds like a far-fetched idea, but, you know, yeah, like I'm just going to fucking jump to that in like nothing. Like, oh, yeah, look at me. No, I know. It takes, there's levels, there's steps along the way. So I'm like...
Yeah, it's all a process, man.
Yeah, it is. It is a process. But that helps, you know, just keep me going, knowing, believing in myself. Yeah, believing that I can do it. Believing that whatever I put my mind to, you know,
Oh yeah.
like I could figure it out. And I've had good enough experience now at this point to just do it, you know. It takes a while. You have to experiment. You know, like it took me like I said, I've been trying to figure this out since I was a kid. Like I could do whatever, you know, I put my mind to. My dad's been telling me, and it took me a long time to really get to the point where I thought that I could do anything, but then to see myself actually do anything, that took longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could believe and you could think, but are you actually doing it?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, the application of things is fucking very necessary.
Because there's a difference between knowing and doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can know all this stuff, but if you're not doing anything about it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing's happening, bro. Like seriously.
Yeah, it's real, man. Like, I forget the saying, but it's in like Andor too. Like this show on Disney Plus. It's really good. It just ended in the finale and stuff, and his like father figure Clem, you know, essentially like gives him a speech about like, you know, like the power of, you know, the one who pays attention. You know, like it's a good little speech. You guys check it out. But essentially, it's like, you know, yeah, you know, ignorance is bliss, but you know, being able to pay attention, you know, you can do a lot more. You know, there's a lot more opportunities out there, like by just keeping your eyes up. You know, like yeah, you know a lot, you see the tyranny and all that, but you know, you can operate differently. You know, you're able to see all the moves and the pieces on the board. You know, and operate differently and you know, in a better way, I think. But it is an interesting thing that like yeah, like it's just all, you know, it is about strategy, but it also about logistics, how you implement that strategy, what it looks like in practice.
Exactly. So like, in that book, Return of the Warriors, it talks about that. Like, this is why you shouldn't suppress or repress your emotions, because when you do that, you don't teach yourself how to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? But if you teach yourself, handling certain emotions and going through certain things, you learn certain tricks, and it becomes like a tool. You know what I'm saying? An asset in your body, and it's like, or an asset to your being, and it can. You don't know what that could do for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where that could help. That's something that is now finally hitting me. Like, you don't know, like they would tell you in school, you never know when you're going to use this shit. It's very much true. That's why paying attention too. You should always been paying attention. Like it has been to my detriment for so many years and so many different things, particularly that I didn't pay attention to, that would actually be would have been helpful in many situations. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, if I would have, had this information, or it took the time to really hold on to this and develop that I could be much further in life quicker. Like, we hold ourselves back a lot because of what we think we can or can't do, or what we only want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's more to us, and we got to pull more out of ourselves if we want to bring more to this world and bring more out of the world too. So
definitely, we're all a lot more powerful than we realize.
Straight up,
or want to believe. It's like
stronger than we think.
Truly, just thinking about what our ancestors have done in the past. People came before us, like what they've been able to survive. And we've done but a fraction of that. So we can do so much more.
That's what I'm saying. And
personally, that's one of my affirmations that I really hold to myself, is I represent 1,000 generations, so do you, we're a legacy, we're a living legacy.
The culmination of what is brought to this point, so it's like, there's a lot that comes with that, but my teacher talks about it actually a lot, your responsibility as being a part of a generation. And he talks about it in particular with martial arts, like as a martial artist now, like, yeah, we're, these techniques and stuff have been traditional and developed for so long, but still to this day, as growing martial artists and the art still growing and living and breathing, we have a responsibility to propel that art, and also add to it, and help it grow. You know what I'm saying? That's like our position in life. We're here to add something to life. That's why we're here. We're an addition to life. So we got to bring out what we have and see what that has to offer for for the world and for life in general. We don't know what our life is going to mean when we're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's truth. You honestly, any one of us could be that one person that really saves somebody, or a whole bunch of people even. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just off of who you were to that person, and everything that you represented. When you lose somebody, now you think their story's their story's written. Now you can reminisce, and as much as it sucks, there's a lot to gain from it, because it shows you what you like what you've seen and what you've noticed, but also it shows you the true value of the person. They really you can't replace people. You can't. There's nothing that will account for that in life. Everybody's their own. We're all unique for our own reasons, and there's a lot of value in that.
Definitely.
So
yeah, the ability that, or the power, that our loved ones have on us, to be able to be remembered, to want to be remembered, yeah, it's powerful, you know.
Straight up, you know, and that's why I do find it part of my responsibility to live a certain way, to be a certain type of person, you know, because I think of it like this: I'm gonna have descendants, you know, like I want my descendants to be happy for who their ancestor was, you know, like this was my ancestor. Like if they ever had the freaking inkling or were able to get that much information for their own history, to be able to do that, you know, and look at that and see that, like I would like them to be like proud, you know, like, oh, that was my great grandfather or some shit, you know, like that's my great grandfather, you know, like, like I want to be a good person, you know, like, so there's a lot of challenges that have come along the way, you know, working to be the best I could be. But it's been nothing but worth it. I wouldn't trade none of that for nothing, you know. It's been a hard road, I ain't going to lie. It's kind of long. Sometimes it could feel lonely. But there's so much more reward in it rather than trying to take any like real easy route, you know, just saying not focusing on like morality and shit like that, not holding to integrity. You know, like that shit's easy, you know? Anybody could do that shit, bro. Anybody could just fucking fuck up life, you know? But to do it and to make it better, that's fucking challenging, bro.
I agree, man. And I think, you know, us just being alive, you know, truly is, you know, it's changing the world. You know, you just being here, you know, existing is changing the world. You know, running your course every day, going to work, you know, you driving from here to there changes the world. Just in minute ways, you know, the butterfly effect, I believe, is real, you know.
I definitely believe in that.
You know, you stopping at a stop sign, you know, letting that person walk across the street, you know, holding that car behind you that might have hit him, you know, it's like it
represents something.
Yeah, you know, we all play a part, you know, in the world, you know, to keep it going. And, you know, yeah, like to think that any one of us, like, your life is meaningless is kind of like missing the point, you know, like we all play a role and we all make it go, you know, like no matter what, just being there, you know. And I mean, obviously some of us do more to change the world than others and the things we do. But I mean, you know, yeah, like I think, yeah, we all do change the world, and that is the point of being alive, you know, to do something while you're here, to make an effect. And it was interesting. Last night, you know, I was out dinner with the family and I was just kind of, you know, sitting there and people were talking loudly behind me. And, you know, they were just talking about how, like, they were older and they're, you know, saying how, like, the younger generation doesn't understand yet. And, you know, how, like, you know, changing the world and this and that. How, like, essentially, you know, it's kind of, you know, it doesn't happen, doesn't work like that. But it's like what I'm saying, right? Like us just being here, us just being alive, like it changes the world. To go beyond that, to talk to people, to communicate, to network, to get people to respect you and like you and mourn you when you die. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like that's an effect, you know, like more than just obviously changing the whole system and the world, you know, it's.
Yeah. You know, baby steps,
yeah,
you know, like
you know?
No one person will change the entire world for every fucking all the billions of people on this planet. I don't believe it. It's beyond our capacity to reach that much people.
It takes a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Even
what I'm saying. Even then, like, yeah, anybody that reaches the fucking world on a global scale it has a team. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot, you know, to really impact people, but it takes a little while too to also like for things to process and to spread, you know, the information to get across. You know, there's misinformation, you know, and like there's so many variables at play, you know. So I believe that the world is definitely a better place today than it was 200 years ago. You know, so I believe that the change is happening. It just takes a long time because there's so many fucking people here, you know?
Right. You got to win hearts and minds.
Exactly.
There's billions of those.
Exactly. You know, you aren't going to win every single one. And then people were so like argumentative at times, you know, and caught in their own ways. And you got that on a scale of billions of people. Yeah, that's kind of a lot, you know, to get through. So,
yeah.
But don't give up, because like I said, the world is different now than it was 200 years ago when we were at like serious wars and shit like that, colonizing and things like that. There's still war, but it's more reluctant now. People don't necessarily want to go to war anymore because it's so dangerous.
It's useless at this point in time.
Yeah, it definitely is. We could definitely we could play some chess about it or something, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we're past that shit, and if you're still on that, you're primitive.
Yeah, straight up.
Obviously, you should be ready for war, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. We shouldn't be going out there asking for wars.
Exactly. Like, trained martial artists and trained military dudes, and even really what good police officers don't go out there looking for fucking fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking for battles and arguments with others or in anybody.
Confrontation.
Yeah, they don't look for that because it's dangerous. It's deadly. You don't really want to bring that unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
So the world needs martial arts. That's what I really believe. We should definitely implement it into schools. This dude made that suggestion one time, and I was like, "Damn, that's a good idea."
Martial arts. Shit, we need just more education in general, man. I feel like education has gone to the wayside for far too long. It's only getting worse. They're only neglecting it more, and it's affecting.
It shouldn't be different in this neighborhood or that neighborhood.
I agree.
We should all have the same level of education,
same level of funding.
Yes, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's obviously a setup for failure. They obviously don't care about people less than others. So it's like,
yeah,
it's tough. It's a tough situation, but
yeah, it starts with recognition of the problem.
Exactly, and then getting the word across.
Yeah,
and coming up with ideas, brainstorms.
Wild. Then you need, I don't know, I guess you need elected officials who are willing to stand up for that sort of thing, and willing to actually, with people who are willing to donate for that sort of thing too. I guess, right?
Yeah.
Because the people who are giving out money aren't really interested in education, I guess.
Right? I guess not. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, man. Because yeah, dude. Like, how do you? I mean, I get it. Like, maybe the powers that be don't want everyone educated, but at the same time, it's crazy to think that our education that we got is different from 50 years ago, and then the education that they're going to get 50 years from now is going to be, who knows? Hopefully, it's better. But I mean, if it's on the same slope we're on now, it can only go worse. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. I hope that we can find a solution where teachers are getting paid what they need to so they can come in and actually want to teach, and, schools are getting funding so they actually have enough to supply all the students with, what they need aside from, what families can provide. It's hard, man. There's a lot that needs to be done, and yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta maybe we'll figure it out maybe.
Yeah.
In this lifetime.
Fingers crossed.
Straight up.
You gotta take a shower quick?
Yeah, let's take it.
To a brighter future.
Yep. And more greatness.
So in Cyberpunk, it's called like the dark future. But man, if the only thing that if in our reality, if we get to full on body cybernetics, full on connection to internet and shit like that, then it'd be like it real. But dude, looking at that, obviously that shit is dark, in that game and stuff, like the future. And corporations run the world, and there's corporate wars, and it's interesting. But
essentially, you're talking about cyborgs.
Essentially, that's what it is, though. Yeah, in Cyberpunk, there's people who are almost half, technology, half chrome, cyborg. Yeah,
that's insane.
And that would be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't be too interested in that, but it'd be wild, for like people truly have like, I mean, like I said,
amputated legs and shit, stuff like that.
Like neural network, like connects the internet, like through your mind and stuff. Like that'd be crazy. And I think I said it before. Like I already think with us and our phones and stuff, we're essentially already like almost symbiotic with technology. Like our phone is like an extension of us. With some of us, we're so connected to it. But yeah, for that to be at that point, yeah, we're like literally plugged in. That'd be crazy.
Oh, fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
That's for real Matrix shit, bro. That's like,
right. Yeah.
That's the shit that they were telling us about. They were like, yo, watch out.
Well, because, then, I mean, if an AI were to, go rogue or whatever, that would be interesting. Yeah, because if you're just plugged in, to the network or whatever, and you're like, you can be hacked. Like when people can be hacked, like that'd be crazy.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, they could get into your whole system and like make you do involuntary movements and shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
Lock up your arms and shit. Like
that shit would be crazy. Like,
yeah, it'd be wild.
They would have a whole new different type of arrest for people. Like shit. All right, yep. Whole body is arrested. Your whole motion.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
Like,
instead of like,
don't move. He's like, I can't.
That'd be wild. Yeah, like like instead of like the new prison system, like it's just people just standing there.
Oh, bro, that would be terror. That would be terror.
The bodies are shut down.
In that movie Slumberland, they got these police, right? They're called the Bureau of Unconscious Activities. BOSA. Yeah, BOSA. Bureau of Unconscious Activities. No, it is BOSA. Yeah. No. Subconscious activities. My bad. But they have this gun, and they shoot it, and it freezes you in that whatever fucking pose you're in. Like you're frozen, but your eyes can move and shit. But that's how they catch you.
Can you talk and stuff too, or are you just frozen?
No, you can't talk or nothing. You can just move your eyes and like kind of look around you. But that's how they catch you in your dreams or whatever.
Interesting.
And yeah, it gets kind of crazy. That show, if nobody's seen it, is really good. I recommend it. Slumberland. It's not a show; it's a movie.
Okay.
But
is it animated or is it like live action?
It's live action.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it was really good, man. I just heard about it a couple of days ago, so I was like, "Huh, that looked interesting." And then I asked my homegirl, because she's always watching fucking Netflix. She knows. She's like seen everything on there. Yeah. Like straight up, bro. She's seen everything on there. So I asked her, I was like, yo, you seen that Slumberland? She goes, oh yeah, it's good, bro. I recommend it. I was like, oh, okay then. So I just finished watching it this morning. And yeah, it was, I'd say if I had to rate it, it would definitely be a 10 out of 10 because the graphics are good and the storyline is good. I didn't really see any loopholes in the story. It actually was really informative, and
it's like a fiction, right? Or is it?
I think so. Yeah. Like I said, it's about dreams. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be fiction.
It's interesting,
but. Yeah, they like hop to other people's dreams and shit, but like it makes sense though too at the same time, because haven't you had dreams with like you and your friend or something, or you, like it's usually when you sleep in close vicinity with people, you guys have like the same dream sometimes, or you're in the dream together and you both dreamt that same dream. Like, has that happened to you?
Not that I can really say. But
it's happened to me a couple times, and I've always wondered, like, what the fuck, But
I'm gonna touch on that.
I kind of think, you unconsciously just go, different places, and if you are able to get to a certain level, like how they're explaining it, pretty much, they got like a map of this fucking of all the dreams. Of how to travel through everything that is dreams. You can travel through other people's dreams. You could travel, to any fucking place in dreamland, whatever the fuck it is. So essentially, there's more than just your dreams. you know, in that realm. That if that's possible, I don't know. But like I said, I've had dreams with people that are the same. So I would think that something like that is possible. You know, there's dreams that are beyond your dreams.
That's an interesting thought. Like, what if it is like its own realm, and we're all just plugging into a different realm, where it's not like a different dimension; it's just one realm.
In this book I'm reading right now, it explains dreams as pretty much yin and yang, like life, light. You know, waking reality and dreaming reality is just two sides of the same coin. You're just ping ponging back and forth, you know, through these states.
What if it was like an underrealm? You know, like the under. What if it was like the quantum realm? You know,
Something like it has to be something like that,
just
bro.
like
'cause,
plugging in.
It was interesting the way that it explains it in this book, because it says like it's crazy enough the same way that you just like reality just disappears and, you know, comes about to the new dreamland, it comes back to waking reality the same way, even though this is like solid or whatever we want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Interesting.
there's dreams you can feel like that, you know, like you get to a certain point of lucidity and your dreams are fucking real, you know, like it's like reality, bro, you know, like you know, I've heard a lot of theories around dreams. I ain't figured dreams out. The dreams are really interesting, you know.
Definitely.
But yeah, who knows what dreams are really like there for? Like I've been able to draw a lot from dreams. You know, I've always heard that they have messages. And, you know, like prophets would get messages from God in their dreams and stuff like that. So like, they said I've heard that that's how God will speak to you too, is through your dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trippy, man. Dreams are something else.
Yeah, bro.
The
Straight
conscious and the unconscious. It's something I've really been thinking about as well. I don't think we talked about it yet, right? Here, like I was talking about off the cast, like with anger and.
No, yeah.
So, like, I really think, you know, your unconscious mind, right? It's okay. Let me start with anger, right? So I think like we were talking about before, how like thoughts and stuff, you know, like literally, you know, I think they are physical, you know, like neurons, you know, some sort of, you know, they create something physical, you know, they store somewhere, right?
I was tripping one day. Hold on, sorry. But I was tripping one day, and this is what made me realize thoughts were physical. The fact that you can hold a thought, you can hold onto it.
Come back to it.
You can hold it somehow. There's like, and if you hold a thought, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're holding a thought, you're focusing into a certain place, like a focal point. And that's exactly that's what you do when you grab something, but you don't think of it like that. But your energy is focused into this one focal point right here.
In your brain.
Yeah. And that's the clinch. That's that clinch. But the energy comes here. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Your thoughts are very physical.
So your anger, I feel, is stored somewhere, right? And so that's what leads, I feel. So when I'm conscious, you know, there's a lot of restraint I hold on myself from certain actions, certain reactions, you know, certain emotional outbursts, right? I feel that when you're unconscious, obviously you don't have that because you're not conscious of it. But that anger and stuff, I feel like that's like from what I've seen, when people black out and stuff, that's why they're able to just unleash all that anger and be different, because they have it. It's there. But it's you know, it's able to unleash because they're no longer,
It's so interesting you say that. All right, the biggest thing I repress inside of myself is the want, like, to fight all the time. I do. I feel that all the time, like inside of me. Like I want to fight people, and not people. You know, I want to fight for various reasons. I love to fucking fight. So like, it's like a weird thing, but you can't go fighting people all the time. You know, it's just ridiculous. So, when I black out, that's what I want to do. I want to fight because it's so repressed. I never get a fight, really. You know, so I'm like, always wanting to fight on like a very subtle secret level, but I don't actually. So anytime that I've blackout drunk, I usually get into a fight, or I try to fight somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's like a huge thing, and it's not even like an angry thing. I'm not even mad. I just love to fight, but I never. You can't go fighting everybody. Not everybody wants to fight like that. So you're like, whatever. Then like you just gotta kind of just deal with it, hold on to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, certain things will trigger that want too. Like my anger can trigger wanting to fight, and certain people, can trigger that. But you just got to be aware of it.
Definitely. But that's what I'm saying. That's what sucks though, because when you black out, you don't have that awareness.
I know. That's why I stress the fact that you really need to be coherent.
See, and that's why I'm trying to think about how to work on my unconscious mind. Because obviously, because I try my hardest to be coherent. Obviously, every moment, but because I'm thinking about but how can I work on my unconscious mind? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to. I need to look into it more
to be more naturally like I'm not going to be angry. Or to naturally know how to control itself in that moment.
But hearing you talk about it too, also maybe it is more of just me learning how to deal with my anger, right, and finding more outlets for my anger. Because that could just be it as well, right? Other than trying to put a bad.
But I ain't gonna lie, like even the fact that I do have outlets, that doesn't. I still repress emotion, so it's like weird. I've been thinking of it like this. There's a way you can use it. I have anger issues, bro. I've had anger issues since I was a little kid. I've always repressed them, and sometimes I could get mad and, get angry to a point that is like uncontrollable, but it's scary. So I do everything I can to avoid that. So that's why I do martial arts now, so I can learn to handle that and manage that just in case I do get to that state. Then I can have some basis, like some type of system to freaking manage that through. You know what I'm saying? So lately, I hold on to my anger on purpose. Okay? I think like I it's a weird thing I've been thinking about lately. I really feel like I'm made to fight. Okay, it's a weird thing. I don't know why, but I've always felt it since I was a little kid. Like it's like fighting is just bred in my family so deeply. I feel like I was made to fight, right? And I think fighters, they have this weird tendency to hold on to anger, right? So you're stretching. You stretch something, right? A rubber band, it's tense. That stretch is tension right there. When you release it, it flies. But the more you stretch it, the stronger the tension. And the stronger the tension, when that shit releases, the release is going to be a lot more effective or hurtful, whatever you want it to be. If you have so much tension to the point that you can't tense anymore, can't go back anymore, that's just going to hurt a lot more than just pulling it back a little bit. If you're like, say you had a rubber band, you put it on someone's arm, bam,
Yeah.
That's going to hurt. So I think fighters deliberately build their anger and tension like that.
I can see that. Yeah.
So then when you snap, but if you have enough control, you can make yourself snap at your moment when you want to snap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is just a theory. Like I've been kind of like fixating, but I don't know. I haven't fully put it to the test. I've been I'm still working out like my experiment of this. But from what I've observed already, it is very effective. And outlets. Outlets still, you definitely need outlets if you want to learn how to really be able to use your emotions effectively into a certain way that you want to use them, because you have to be able to release it. And if you're just, you can't repress it. Mm-hmm. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You have to release it, at some time.
Yeah, no matter what.
Whatever it is that you release yourself through, you gotta find that. That's why, just do whatever you can to figure out that. if anybody's really feeling the need to find an outlet, just do everything till you find it. That one thing that makes you feel free, like straight up. I think that's how you know.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And it could be multiple things, and that might like for me, it's I have a few different things nowadays. I think as you grow, you just pick up on things. So
yeah, man, there's a lot of hobbies out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like we all need shit like that. Stuff that that can just feel like it wipes the world away.
In that thing, some stuff it was talking about was like controlled breathing. So like this one was essentially inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and then continue redoing that. And then
that is a common breathing practice. Very common, actually.
I wasn't aware of that one before, and that one really was interesting.
It's supposed to help balance your equilibrium. Stuff like that. So like your inhale, when you inhale, it activates your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight. And then the exhale activates your parasympathetic, which is the relaxation response. So that's what breathing is doing. It's constantly alerting you of what's here, like coming in, and then also releasing and relaxing it and pushing it out of your body, and you're just coming back to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I see it, at least.
No doubt.
But that's how it was explained to me once I started learning like breathing practices. They activate certain parts of your nervous system. So that's how you can. There's certain like purposes behind that. You want to be more to like alert in certain instances, and then you want to be more relaxed in certain instances. You know what I'm saying? So there was certain practices that would teach you to, for instance, it's called the 369 or 963, but it always varies. So you'll breathe in for like 9 seconds. Say you want to activate your alert, You breathe in for 9 seconds, hold for 3, and then breathe out for like 6. And then you do it backwards if you want the reverse and stuff like that. And there's a lot of different practices around that and the different time structures. Nice. But yeah, you can to completely manipulate your internal system with just your breathing.
Yeah.
Even things around you, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a hard time breathing. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so in my class, I noticed that I be having the hardest time breathing because my breathing is really fucking loud and it's like heavy. Like even right now, I'm like, fuck. I don't know why. It's something that's been like ever since I had that experience where I told you like, do I even have to breathe? That shit was stupid of me. That was probably the stupidest thing I could have ever thought. Because like, yeah, bro, that shit. I feel like I was trying to strangle myself almost, to figure out if I can live without breathing. But there's no fucking way. There's no way. You have to breathe if you want to live. Because the moment, like I've had one time where I felt myself stop breathing. And I was sleeping. It was in the middle of my sleep. It was like I felt my windpipe close.
Were you face down on the pillow?
No, bro. I was laying like this. And that's the trippy part. Yeah, it's not like, literally. It was like my windpipe closed on the inside because I was coming to the point to where I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like where you like I was like suppressing my breath to the point to where I just wasn't breathing. And I finally got to that point to where I didn't breathe. And it was insane, bro. Because I gasped right away. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I wouldn't have been alive. I'd have been dead. I had to wake up and breathe right away. I remember that shit. And I was like, that's when I really knew I needed to breathe. I was like, bro, that shit terrified me. I ain't gonna lie. Because I feel like I'm telling you, it was like a dream. But no, it was reality. And I freaking seen it. I like you don't see it, but you see it. You know, like I'm focusing my energy inside my hand right now. I don't see it necessarily, but I see it. It's like a weird thing. You know what I'm saying? You see it, but I'm lifting my hand. And I'm focusing it. Lifting it up. It's a weird type of sight, but it's something I've been learning in class. But I remember that in my dream. It was like I seen it close and felt it, and it was crazy. Yeah, it alerted me right away. I was like, yo, whoa, open back up. Like, what the heck am I doing? Like, yeah, nah. And now I just want to breathe. I'm like, fuck, I just want to breathe so bad.
Yeah, breathing's nice, man. Really, like, even just like doing some deep breaths, like, really opens you up. And like after a minute, like, just doing some deep breaths, like, just when you're meditating and stuff, man. Oh man.
Oh, that shit is the best. You know, and I didn't realize how. Like, I'm telling you, I think that shit caused me stress. Cause like it was like I was like holding my breath. Literally, it was like. All right, so you know how it feels when you. That's how it felt. But it was like I couldn't come back from. I couldn't relax enough to exhale all the way out. You know, that's how it felt. Like I was holding my breath. And then it also felt like I was trying to catch my breath at the same time. Like I had lost my breath. For long time ago or some shit. Which was kind of reality. But like I lost my breath. So I was trying to catch it. Because you know how like when you're running for a long time, or after you run, you kind of lose your breath and it's hard to catch your breath. That's like how it felt. But I couldn't catch my breath no matter how much I tried to relax.
It's wild.
Yeah, that shit was weird. That shit was so weird, bro. Like, I feel like I'm barely starting to be able to breathe normally, where I can. I could breathe and it's easy. Like that shit was hard. I'm telling you. Like I could only breathe into my chest or something. Like it was crazy. You know how you could breathe into different parts of your body? It was like I was only breathing up here. Like I was like, you know, you're all drowning in the ocean. You're like barely. Like that's how I felt. Like
Yeah. No doubt, man. Huh.
Could barely breathe.
Yeah, it'd be trippy.
That shit was a trip. But it all taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. Yeah, definitely. I feel like it definitely needed to happen to show me what I really need. But yeah, man, I feel like it could have been less intense on the breathing scale.
Yeah, no
It's like,
doubt.
damn, why'd I have to take my breath away?
And it's wild too, how, like your breath literally, you know, controls your your fight or flight, essentially. Like you can cool it down with just your breath.
That's what I'm saying too. I've had this weird ass tension because of that. Because like of that thought, that one thought, thinking, do I even have to breathe? I swear that shit changed my life forever, bro. And it made me hold my breath. It made me feel like I was holding my breath forever. And I was able to hold my breath, it felt like, for a long time. But it was like, it was like I just wasn't breathing. It wasn't even like holding. It wasn't like I was consciously holding. It was different. It was like I wonder like if I could master it and I could like be underwater forever or some shit. But like, I wondered that. But if I try to hold my breath, it's hard. It's not the same.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like, breathing is part of like the unconscious, right? I would say. Because I mean, it's just like something you naturally do.
Yeah.
And even when you're asleep, you just breathe. So I wonder if it's like, like we're talking about, something maybe manifested,
It has to be. It has to be something. I flipped some type of weird switch that I didn't even know I could touch inside my unconscious mind, and it freaking makes me hold my breath. Like, well, not like I said, not anymore because I'm cool now. But it made me hold my breath, and it was a time where I was like, "When's the last time I took a breath?" Like I would have to like consciously take breaths. I was like. And then it was like my lungs shrunk or something. Like I couldn't breathe as much. Yeah, it was hard to breathe, bro. Yeah, that shit was intense for a while. My breathing's getting back to normal again, though. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm glad. Grateful. I'm so grateful to breathe. I swear. Because I'm telling you, when it was weird and it felt like I couldn't. Oh, shit. And then it was a fight just to try to take a deep breath. I couldn't even breathe into my stomach. I was like, damn. It felt like I would like get stuck somewhere. That was weird.
So no bueno.
Yeah, it was no bueno, indeed. I'm grateful I'm getting past that. Oh yeah, I'm 21. Damn, you're having trouble there with cards, huh? Fighting.
Cards beating me.
Yeah, looks like it.
Hit me.
Hit ya. I'm gonna hit myself too.
I'm gonna stand.
Oh shit, I'm supposed to wait for you.
No, it's fine.
Hold on. You shouldn't have did that yet.
It's all good. Just keep going. Hit if you gotta.
Damn. I bust.
Why, Lo?
Because I wouldn't have beat you with 16. So I was trying to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Yep. And I got 26.
Close.
26. It was close enough, right? I mean,
next door.
just right. That fool was traveling.
On the go.
He's like, I'm a traveling man. I'm a stand.
Me too. 18.
18.
Oh.
Wow, ain't that some shit?
How'd you do that, skin?
Shit's rigged. You must have worked your magic just the same way I worked mine or something.
Oh, perhaps.
So we were on even levels.
Perhaps.
Evenly matched.
I'll stand.
I'm going to hit. Okay. I'm going to hit one more time.
Is it a buster?
It's your demise. 21, motherfucker. Yeah. It was a risk that I took last time that I finally succeeded in taking this time.
Okay.
What'd you get? 19?
19. Or 18.
Tight.
Close.
Tight. That
No
day,
cigar.
No cigar. No ash.
A joint will do. Just kidding. Slope side.
What is the most recent thing you say you have learned? Like a word or anything?
Well, it has to do with, how would I say this? I mean, it's related to work, you know. It's related to, you know, being a manager, and, you know, just having to, I guess, you know, truly manage, you know, aside from, you know, because I come to realize that at a certain point, you know, there's some managers don't always do what they need to do. You know what I mean? And especially when you're on a team of managers, you know, they're essentially, you know, there needs to be somebody holding people accountable. You know, somebody doing the job, you know, of managing, you know, making sure people are meeting their times. People are, you know, doing what they need to be doing, you know, not wandering, not, you know, fucking around. And it sucks when others aren't willing to step up, you know, as much. And so you got to kind of do it, you know, because you know me. I'm fucking Mr. Nice Guy. So it's hard, man, you know, and it's been a really interesting journey. And, you know, I think I'm kind of there where it's like, you know, it is, I've been there for a while and I've kind of been learning more about it and, you know, reading the 48 Laws of Power and all this other stuff. It really helped me kind of understand, like, my, you know, my style and how to go about it, you know. But it's like, you know, at a certain point too, you know, it sucks because, you know, people are, you know, some people are unconscious to what they do, but it's because it's not personal, right? You know, but it's like at the same time, you know, it does get frustrating because, you know, you tell people things and they continue, and it's, you know, it's like disrespect, you know. It's like what's hard to understand here, you know what I mean? Like, where's the breakdown in communication? And it's interesting, you know, and it's really, my mindset and things have changed due to it, and it's just interesting, you know. It's really changed my whole perspective. But I guess what I've learned is, like, you know, that I got to be a hammer sometimes, you know, because if no one else is gonna do it, you know, or as much as there needs to be done, you know, then fuck, might as well.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting. Yeah, it's taught me a lot, you know. And you can't be friends with everybody, you know. I'm getting paid to do a job, you know.
It's just business at the end of the day.
It's just business, not personal, you know. Like, I'd tell the next person the same thing, you know. It's
Straight up.
yeah,
That's definitely probably the hardest part about being a manager.
yeah. It's hard, man.
Having to be an asshole sometimes.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I try not to be an asshole. You know, I have to be matter of fact about it and let people know. But, you know, obviously people take it how they do, you know. But
Yeah.
it is hard though sometimes because, yeah, you know, I really am frustrated as fuck, and it's like how do I tell you in the calmest way possible? Like,
You're all pissed. You're like, ah, this motherfucker, man. All right, so how do I talk to you reasonably while I'm mad?
yeah, I mean, it's a thing, you know. And I realize that's probably part of it too. Why some others don't, you know, other managers, because I mean, I'm sure they're probably mad as fuck too. And, you know, it's hard, man. You gotta.
It is, yeah.
In this day and age too, man, you know, it's hard to find people, so you gotta fuck, you know. Like, I'm not, you know, kissing anybody's ass, you know, to get them to stay here, but, you know, it's interesting because, you know, you got to be respectful to individuals.
No, yeah, definitely.
As it is, you know, but it's, you know, it's hard to find people as it is as well. So it's an interesting tango.
Definitely, I can see that.
Fuck.
Shit's a trip, man.
Yeah. What about you, Lo? What has Lo learned?
So, the most recent thing that I have learned was about letting go. Yep, definitely letting go. It's like I actually mentioned it before the cast. So I'd be holding on to shit for quite as long as I fucking possibly can, but actually to the point to where I'm not even using it. And then it's like, it needs to be used. It needs to have a purpose. It needs to do something with itself. So then sometimes if you don't do nothing with it, life will do something. You know? Like I remember, now that I think about it, I never thought about it like this, but so I used to, I like to keep shit in the same spot all the time. I like to just, I don't like to change shit too much. So I remember my mom used to move stuff around, and it used to make me mad. And I think that now that I think about it, I think that happened because stuff needs to move around. The energy needs to flow. Because when you just leave stuff there, it stagnates. They say in feng shui, whenever you're clearing a space, you want to move all your objects. You want to move it, even if you're just going to put it back into the same place. I mean, you want to clean behind everything. And it clears the space and it resets the energy entirely. So,
part of what I've learned about, letting go of the physical. I mean, obviously, I'm not materialistic. I have things, I like things, I like to own certain things, and, I'm human. But, part of it too is what I've learned is if I'm not necessarily using it, if it's not something that I need or won't ever use again, I don't really see a need for it, I try to think about things like that when I get it, or even, space, where is this going to go? Where does this fit? Where am I going to put that?
You definitely want to think about that when you get a place.
Yeah, and it's interesting because because I thought about it. I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I've just had it and just sitting there. And it's well, why do I have this? I don't need it. It's not serving no purpose to me. So I just, give it to the Goodwill or, give it to somebody who wants it. And it's it's a lot of stuff like that, or old clothes and stuff like you were saying too. It's it doesn't fit me no more. Or I don't wear this ever. What do I need it for?
I know.
So it's yeah, it's and I get sentimental value too. That's something that's really, that gets me.
That's the only thing I've ever. That's why I keep stuff. Because it's sentimental. I'm oh, this is my favorite shirt, or this, this represents this for me, or or that. It's not even the material itself. It's what I've been through with that shit. A lot of stuff I've been through a lot with certain things, and I'm dang. That's how I've always seen it, but it taught me to be able to let go of that too, because you hold on to that because of that. You're oh, it's sentimental, but holding on to shit isn't always the greatest thing.
Nothing lasts forever, nothing. Everything's gonna break, crumble, either it before you or you before it, you know what I mean? It's the way it is, So once you come to terms with that, it does help because you're gonna lose stuff you like's gonna break, it's gonna get stolen, this, that, the other. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of shit too. Just fucking losing a lot, stuff getting stolen.
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
You live, you learn,
Yeah. It's part of life.
Yeah, it's the journey. Hit me. Yeah, minutes. Yeah, I always think a lot, but, just thinking a lot lately just about, what I've learned and, how I've changed, and, how I will change. But it's an interesting ride, man.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, too. Just the culmination of life and all your experiences to this point, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like, dang, I'm living.
Yeah, it's the game, man. It's nature of the game. Live, you learn.
I'll be waking up, bro. I'll be waking up, and it's always a trip because it's like, man, I still exist. You just never know, you know? Like,
Yeah, man. Constantly training.
straight up, bro, every day.
Ready for the next obstacle.
Yep, like Goku. Always training for your next battle.
Yeah. Because it's a constant battle.
Man, yeah, I finished that Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, that shit was amazing. I loved it.
Nice. Good ending?
Great. It was a great ending.
Nice. Hit me. You're standing, huh?
Yep, I'm a stand.
Oh, this better be
I'm
what I hope it
hoping you
is.
bust. I'm hoping you bust.
What does that need to be? Okay, that'll do. Okay, I stand. 19.
18.
Yeah.
I would have busted, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because you would have got what? The 3? I don't know.
Actually,
Yeah, that'd been perfect.
Damn.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Damn, that's crazy. I should have took the risk. Should have trusted myself.
See, you live and you learn, guys.
You just never know sometimes, man. Like, I'm like,
Just never do, huh?
I usually always take the risk, whether I feel like it's a good idea or not.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't.
I really want to go up to Blackhawk. I keep saying that. Probably this next year. Really want a massage. Really want to just fucking chill out, get loaded, and play some slots.
Tight.
You've been in the slots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real cool. They all bring you drinks and shit. You're just chilling.
Yeah, that shit was tight. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. Tip your bartenders, guys.
Always tip your bartenders.
Oh, sorry.
They probably wouldn't want to serve you anymore.
I know. Won't come back. Skip your ass.
They'll just look past you.
Hey.
Be like, yo, yeah, no.
He's like,
I'm not gonna
he's
go
calling
to
me over
that
there.
guy.
What'd you say?
It's like, hold on, hun. And then,
I'll be right back. Never come back.
that right?
Oh God. Hit me. Yeah, man. It's a wild world, man. Wild world. Well, that's interesting. Okay, cool. I'll stand.
On my head.
You standing?
Standing.
20.
21.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that, You like that,
Not really. Like, we're being honest.
You'll learn.
Did you already hit this one yet or no? Or that's clear.
I
I'll
thought
put-
so, yeah.
That was a nice one. Could have been 2 in a row, but only one. That's cool.
That's how we do. Watch this, though. It's going to be 2-1 right now.
Man, so right before I came today, I was getting ready. Like, I got up real quick to go use the bathroom, and like as I was coming up the stairs, like I could just hear like a dog slurping, like drinking something. I'm like, what the fuck? At first I thought he might have been throwing up, and then as I up more and I hear like, I'm like, what the fuck? And like I look over and like Scooby's like up on like the table next to my bed, drinking my hot chocolate and shit. And I'm like,
Dang.
you fucker, man. Like, as soon as I step up and see him, like, we make eye contact, and he like steps off and starts dripping from his mouth, and he lays back down. Like, you bastard. Yeah, he's a treat.
That dog, man.
Yeah, he loves chocolate, I swear. Him and chocolate are buddies.
They're buddies. That's why the Chocolatoos are like, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, come on, come.
Take a bite.
I've been wondering where you was at. Don't you miss me? I miss you.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, I miss you too. I miss you too. Trust me, I missed you too. It's been quite some time, my friend.
Yeah. Snap. You know, I guess I was reading this thing where, like, I guess the oldest dog is like a 22-year-old like Chihuahua in California. And yeah, I was like, huh. It's interesting. That'd be crazy for a dog. I mean, I don't, typically dogs live like, 15, 16 years.
Like 122 human years? Or did you say 22?
22 human years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, like, I don't know. That'd be wild. I wonder if he's like real, like if you had like carry him around and stuff and like really take care of him, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. He'd be, 148 in dog years or some shit?
Something like that. Shit, I don't know. A lot. Old.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still alive or what?
Yeah, he's kicking.
He's kicking. Barely.
I was thinking that'd be crazy, man, if Scooby to live like even like, because right now he's like 13, 14. I mean, he's pretty old as he is. So.
Oh, wow. Live for 20?
Yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd make 20 years.
What if you made it to 30?
Shit, I don't smash the record.
That would be so tight. Your dog fucking live longer than any dog on the planet.
Oldest dog alive, I know. Like the power of love.
Straight up. I love my dog so much.
Like he just didn't want to go. Damn, what is that? Hit me. You standing?
I'm a hit.
Okay, good. Very well. That's a bust. So that's 26? No, 25?
Oh, I took the risk again, and I got 21. Bon appetit, my friend. Hey.
Like, totally not suspicious. Just kidding.
Is that right? You're like, that's why you grabbed those cards right away.
That's good.
I'm about to destroy you.
Well, we shall see, eh?
Hey, you Canadian?
Hey, buddy. Watch out. Like, I'm not your buddy, pal.
All right, pal.
I don't know. I'm not your buddy guy.
Not your buddy guy. Watch this.
Yeah, did you already win? I'll stand.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm a hit. You must have a good hand. I'm gonna hit again.
Again?
Damn. 24.
Deesh. 20.
Damn.
20, twin.
Yeah. When was the last time you watched Friday? I know everybody will rewatch Friday whenever they just feel like it.
It's been a while, honestly. Like the original Friday?
or any of them?
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know. Honestly, probably the original one I've seen. If it wasn't on like Netflix or something, it was probably when I watched it on like VCR like 2 years ago, probably. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, but I've seen it on like Netflix or something since then. That's the last time I can think of.
It is on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a classic though.
Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong with Friday.
Never. I watch it every here and there. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, it's a good little trilogy.
I rewatched Doctor Strange again the other night. The first one.
First one.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Classic.
I like. I really feel the visuals were front and center on the first one. The second one's cool, but the visuals were like really there for the first one.
Oh yeah.
And that just really.
Just a little more realistic.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that was when I was tripping.
Yeah.
I watched that when I was tripping. It was nice.
It's a good one to watch tripping.
I know.
Yeah, like it's really good.
It's
made for tripping.
You're like, whoa.
All the hand signs and they're all buzzing.
Straight up. Yeah, they don't do much of that in the second one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's there, but it's not as emphasized.
Yeah.
Not as visually pleasing. But I mean, that's what the first one did. I want to tread water again, I guess.
I like the second one though too. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was different. And the whole multiverse stuff.
Have you gone to see Wakanda Forever?
Not yet. I really want to. Have you?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's cool. I really want to go check it out. It's just, I don't have my that movie pass anymore, so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not something I really see. I haven't seen too many movies recently, so. But I mean, I definitely like to see that one. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be on like Disney Plus here soon.
Yeah.
But.
And then we'll relay back to you guys when that happens.
Yeah, we'll check it out there. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I hear it's really good though. I'd like to check it out. Yeah, you been seeing any new movies other than that Slumberland?
I watched another one, a couple movies this morning. I watched this movie. It was called The After Party.
Okay, real quick, have you seen Drunken Master?
I was trying to watch it. I fell asleep whenever I was trying to watch it, but is that good?
I think it's pretty good. It's funny. It's different, but it's cool because it's a young Jackie Chan and stuff. It's cool. But sorry, what was that we were talking about?
The After Party.
Is that is it a party movie or something?
Kinda, but it's about this kid. He's trying to become a rapper.
Okay. Later, dude.
Right. He's trying to become a rapper. So he's on this journey with his friend from high school. They're still in high school. They're trying to land a record deal. So they're going through all these different crazy extremes to get this record deal. So that's pretty much the journey. And yeah, they try to meet this producer or engineer or whoever the fuck it was, manager.
Okay, I see.
At the after party. Well, I actually was at the show before that, and then it was the after party. Shit.
Okay, so it's about him just trying to make it and stuff, get in the industry.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
And yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it. And then I watched this other movie. It was called Southpaw.
Oh, okay, I think I heard about that one.
It was a fighting movie.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's not the one with brothers, right?
No.
Okay.
No, yeah. Yeah, I watched that one too, though, before. I think it's called Warriors or something like that. Something Warrior.
I'm going to take a shot real quick and ride out.
Yeah. Smooth sailing from here, buddy.
Yeah, smooth sailing to windy sails. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. If you'd like to come on, let us know. Don't be scared.
No.
Until next time.
Peace and love.
Ooh, spicy.